I have one. I'm running out of map. I'm running out of map. Give fight, though. Give fight. Give fight. Look at that. I shit on him. I shit on him. They're going to RPG.
I'm always practicing doing this. I've been practicing this a lot. Like that. But I practice this a lot. And I mean a lot. So like if you do it really fast, it's legit a free kill, 3 tags.
As you just saw, MONGRAAL absolutely destroyed that guy. After that, I showed you a clip from his recent warm-up guide. If you haven't seen that video, I suggest you watch it. It's very, very good. I'll include a link to it in the description below. MONGRAAL mentions 3 different times that he frequently is practicing this play. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break this play down for you guys step by step and show you how you too can make plays just like MONGRAAL. Anyways, what's up? If you haven't heard of me yet, I'm Ghoulboy. Some of you probably already know how to do this play, but there's one subtle mechanic about this play that even I didn't know about, even after hours and hours and hours and hours of playing creative and working on my builds. Once I figured out this mechanic, my builds just got faster and faster, and I was able to pull this move off more consistently, just like MONGRAAL. So let's get straight into this breakdown. The first part is pretty obvious. This isn't your wall, you need to replace it. Boom, now it's your wall. The second part is now we need to initiate the edit. Edit initiated. This is where the subtle mechanic that I was saying I didn't know about pretty much exists. As you can see, I'm still holding this edit down here. I'm gonna hit confirm on my keyboard, and as I hit confirm, I'm going to simultaneously move to my ramp. And I'm able to get this ramp in there as soon as my ramp is confirmed. Just to show you how fast that can be, you initiate your edit while holding mouse 1, confirm, and switch to your ramp. It's pretty much literally the exact same moment. As I mentioned, this was something that I didn't know about and I just recently found out about. I'm sure some of you already know that because, you know, I kind of got a small brain and there's a lot of big brain 200 IQ players out there and they just know how finer mechanics like that work. This is how I used to do it. I would edit, let go, put my ramp in there. It's like still pretty fast, but it's not fast enough, you know, it's not as instant as doing something like that. So now on to the next step. Hopefully at this point you have the wall, you have the ramp, and the enemy will be under this ramp. This is a very important step that you need to be doing before you open up this edit to attack your opponent. You need to switch to your shotgun. I'm sure most of you know, but after you edit and then you confirm the edit, your last held weapon, build, or item will come out. You need to be on your shotgun. Hit your shotgun. Now you're ready for the last step, which is just to edit flip. Now you're ready for the last step, which is to just edit flip the ramp. I'm always flipping this left side ramp because it creates a lot of right hand peeks that I can abuse for the enemy inside of this box. Okay, now to recap that, you're gonna wall replace, start the edit, hold mouse 1, confirm and put your ramp in, pull out your shotgun, flip the ramp, look for your shot. So it's not always the best idea to just practice the building alone in creative. You kind of need to add some pressure to yourself. So this is how I've been practicing the move so that I can be more able to use it against a real player in a real match in real time. So really simply, I just put up a sentry and I practice the build on that. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. Sometimes you mess it up. So now that you pretty much know this move, let's talk about some variations. You're not always going to be on the same level pressuring somebody's 1-by-1. Most times you're going to be on a ramp so that you're more protected from either them taking high ground or while you do your edit shots. You can still do this move from some of these edits on this wall. One of the ones that I like to do is this top row edit, and then we put my ramp inside of there. When you hit this, you'll see that you have like weird edits. I can't edit here. If I put my crosshair slightly above this line on the wall, then I can start hitting this edit. So then I just flip it like that, and then I have the same setup. If we do it from this side too, it's a little bit easier to edit as we have more leeway. We pretty much can click on anything that's in this area to hit this ramp, and then we still create right hand peaks. So that's just something to look out for while you're on this. If you're on this ramp, you don't want to be too high either. Let's see, you can't really edit from this far, but if you're just below the midpoint or so, you should still be able to hit these walls and get this edit on your ramp. For this last part, let's just talk about what can happen when you actually hit this edit. So suppose you do this edit, right, and the opponent pretty much backed up into the back right corner of this wall and you just edited them on this ramp. What are you supposed to do? If they are a decent player, they should edit out the side or edit out the back, and then you'll just have to react from that point and continue your build fight. If they're on this ramp, behind it, a good edit you could do is either turn it this way so that they drop and then you have the shot right there, or you can just flip it like that and then you also still have a shot. So again, they're here, you turn it, flip it there, and they just drop, or you turn it this way. It'll get them out from the protection from behind here. If you go like so, you see as they're now exposed over here. Or again, if you just saw it this way, they drop down and they're exposed again. So those are two edits you can do. You can either pull it this way or flip it that way, and they're gonna drop and you're gonna have the shot on them again. There's one more play that you can make that's pretty aggressive, and you're only gonna want to do this one if you've already chunked them for a little bit of damage so that you can confidently go in and quickly one pump them, else you're probably gonna get trapped by doing this. So basically, when you hit your edit, get your ramp, you're gonna have to realize what side they're on, if they're on the left side or the right side, because that's gonna control the edit that you do. If they're on the left side, you're gonna want to run in, and they're probably behind here, right? So you're gonna want to edit this side, get on the same level, and then pump them right here. Aim for the head, of course, to kill them as fast as possible. If you ramp over them and they move over to the right side, you're going to want to sneak in, do this edit now, get on their same level, and then pump them again. This is definitely a much more risky way to play this, as they can easily react by trapping you here or here, because they should own all of these walls. That's the reason why you need to make sure that you do damage to them beforehand, so that you don't rely on a 200 pump. If you hit them for a 150 or higher, you should be able to get them if you chunked them earlier. So there you go, there you have it. That's everything you need to do in order to create one of MONGRAAL's insanely fast play. If that helped you out in any way, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. I plan to put out some more content in the future, so hopefully you can catch me in some more videos. Down below will also be my socials. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, follow my Twitch, catch me live. You can see me do some of this cool stuff live and in person. Alright guys, until next time, thanks for checking this out, and I'll catch you all later. See ya.